it was roughly an hour or so ago, and we had probably one of the wildest, like, I'm not even sure what to call it. I mean, it's like this. We just had the WrestleMania Kickoff event out in Las Vegas roughly an hour or so ago, and I gotta tell you, it was something to see. And the only thing about it is that I ended up catching it a little late. I caught it as Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley were really and truly just talking their shit to one another, and of course that's always going to be enjoyable. But then we cut to the meat and potatoes of the event. They first brought out Seth freaking Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, and of course he does his little thing. I'm a visionary, I'm a revolutionary bit, and which of course is great. And then of course he seemingly starts to introduce Cody Rhodes, but then all of a sudden Roman's music hits. And of course Roman is out there, and you get the normal fanfare that you get with Roman Reigns, and of course Las Vegas, acknowledge me. And no, I'm not doing my best Roman on that one, but you know how all that goes. You got all that, and then all of a sudden you get The Rock coming out, and of course he's over here presenting the Bloodline family tree, which I'm seeing this and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, okay, so they're really looking to prove this point here that this is really destined to be the main event and so forth. And I mean, I'm cool with it and everything. At this point, I'm basically going along with it because, at least as of this particular moment, I'm of the mindset this is what we're getting. So, but what's really wild about all that is, conspicuous by his absence, at least for the first few moments or so, there was no Cody. Again, Seth was looking to bring out Cody. Now, here's what's really hilarious to me about this. Cody could have just came out, did his thing with Seth, and just been like, Seth, I hate to tell you this, but I'm gonna go after Roman. Fuck what The Rock says, fuck what Roman says, fuck what TKO says, or whoever he's got to say fuck you to. He's basically shooting his shot, but that's not what they did here. And I gotta say, whatever it was that was discussed over the last, I don't know, 5-6 days or whatever it's been, I mean, it's just, it's gotten really, really wild to see this having unfolded the way that it has. But one thing that I will say, if nothing else, is the next 58, 59 days or whatever it is, the next 2 months really, I mean, we're in for some really wild shit apparently. I mean, we've got the Elimination Chamber coming up in Perth sometime within the next few weeks. I don't remember the exact date, but oh man, and that's where I can't remember it because this shit was so crazy. I mean, Cody ends up coming out and he's not even on the stage yet, but all of a sudden, as The Rock is talking and everything, you hear Cody and you hear Cody's voice saying, okay, this is bullshit, I can't do this, and he ends up, of course, challenging Roman, and then Roman talks his shit and winds up going as far as saying, you and your daddy are irrelevant, basically, and of course I'm paraphrasing everything here, but Cody winds up going to respond and ends up talking about Roman's grandfather and The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Pete Maivia, and goes as far as saying that if either of them were here, they'd be ashamed of you for the way that you're behaving about it, because Roman's ready to go on and face The Rock and everything. He's not even thinking about Cody. But, man, oh boy. And that's not even the crazy part. Next, right after Cody winds up making that statement, Rock steps to him and is basically like, you talking about his family, you talking about my family, you talking about his blood, you talking about my blood. And basically was like, watch yourself, but then ends up slapping Cody in the face. And then of course Adam Pearce, Triple H, they gotta, Nick Aldis even was right there, and everybody's doing what they can to get between everybody. Seth starts getting in Rock's face, and they start pushing and shoving each other. Oh man, I don't know. Do we get a tag team match at Elimination Chamber with Cody and Seth on one side and The Rock and Roman on the other? I mean, I'm just spitballing this here. I don't know if that's necessarily what we're going to get, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's quite out of the question, but just wanted to throw one out there. Either way, Cody's going after Roman. So where does this leave The Rock? Where does this leave Seth? Who's going to go after the world title? I mean, and I gotta say, Seth kind of played it pretty cool, given the fact that he ended up just having Cody say, I'm going after Roman. I mean, and I get it, though. At least storyline-wise, kayfabe-wise, however you want to put it, it's personal for Cody. And it makes sense. And quite frankly, I think that's the way that it should go. Now, how all of this ends up unfolding in reality, I don't know. We're not going to really know until as soon as tomorrow night, because it's SmackDown, so. Wow. I'm still at a loss right now. I mean, let me know what y'all think. I mean, did y'all see it? Did y'all enjoy it? You know what it is. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.